Hello and welcome. I was just pressing the button and then you go, uh-oh. Right, before I even start, happy hour. It's amazing. Okay, our John is in the building. Our John's had so many busy hours. I tell you what, our John, you've obviously sold out of everything. So we've got an amazing counter of goodness. But that happy hour is ridiculous, isn't it?
It's crazy. It literally is crazy. You're talking, 10 ink pads for less than a tenner, as I just said to you before we went on air.
Yeah.
And they're high quality Icing ones, and it's just a case we need some room.
Wow. I mean, oh my gosh. That is such a deal. Do not miss out on this one. So you're going to get 10. Contents are going to vary. Who cares? I mean, when it says contents are going to vary, it won't be like 10 at the same colour.
No.
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 No, because that would be a bit rubbish.
It's Jane and Penny who are picking them, and you know Jane and Penny, they wouldn't do that.
They won't do that to you.
No.
Unless, you've upset them in the past. Yeah. I'm joking.
Yeah, they'll look at the name and go, I remember her.
I remember her.
5 black and 2 brown, please, Penny. No.
10 brown.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's not. It is going to be a variety. They're beautiful colours. Because of dye ink, there's loads you can do with them as well, isn't there?
There is. Dye inks are something I think we forget about. You've got that quick dry, you've got that translucency, so they layer beautifully.
Yeah.
They stamp precisely.
Yeah.
And if you've ever tried, I know a lot of people love to stamp in a pigment ink.
Yeah.
You stamp in a pigment ink. I always people say to me, what's the difference? Pigment ink is a bit of a pig.
Yeah.
Because if you stamp in it, if you put some down, it will just smear.
Yeah,
it will literally. And that's beautiful, and that's what we want. But if you want clear and crisp and colour, you want a dye base. So that's your pigment, and look.
Yeah.
If I can steal one of the dye base
of course
pads,
you can, my dear.
Because obviously I should be prepared and have brought some in, but, obviously me being me.
Might
you're
be a
going
little
to
bit
choose the
sealed.
brown.
Got the brown for you. Because that's been...
Because obviously I've annoyed Leonie in the past because she's grabbed me the brown.
I have opened it, I hope. Did I open it?
No. It's all right. I'm used to it. It's my go-to ink.
Yeah.
But basically, OK, so let's just push that down. Right, that's your brown watch. It's translucent. It's dry almost immediately.
Yeah.
And if I come to stamp with it, this is the difference to me. So if I stamp with that, so I know everyone loves like their VersaFine Clairs and things for actually techniques, but for clear, crisp stamping.
Oh, that's lovely. Yeah,
very clear, very crisp.
Yeah.
But that won't smear. If I do that, not after a couple of seconds, if I do it in the pink of the pigment, great intense colour because you've got pigment, so it's opaque. But
yeah, you're having to wait a lot longer.
You're having to wait for it to dry. So, but it's different products for different purposes.
Yeah, absolutely. And with dyes, I mean, you can create gorgeous backgrounds, you can do everything. Tell you what, with such a good colour variation, and when you've got a bargain like that, you experiment more because you don't keep them as your best because it's such a bargain, even though they are quality ink pads from Icing. Right, that is our happy hour. It's not going to last an hour. Half the stock has gone already. It's literally going to last, what should we say, 10 past? OK, please check your baskets out there. Saving a tenner. That's 192247 is your item number. Fantastic deal. OK, so we have got more goodies on the show for you. As we said, the one-day special did sell out. I mean, it was so busy, John.
It was crazy, and
I'm not surprised. I saw some of them finished samples, and they're beautiful.
I mean, Sam's pushing them past in a trolley now, and it's like I still don't mind the 2 hours I spent making that pile of boxes with all the samples because I loved it. But we did say we couldn't get any more. We knew we couldn't.
Yeah.
We did expect it to last till now. Yeah. But it went, and it is beautiful. So I'm really, thank you if you bought it, and I'm sorry if you missed it. It won't be coming back. It's done.
It's gone.
It is done. We do, when we say that there's no more, we don't hold some back sometimes, for next week. That's gone.
That's done.
Maybe a couple of the individuals, but I know at least 5 of those products, that's it.
Wow.
You've had them. But luckily what we did is we had, in with the pads, we had a delivery into the warehouse on Friday night.
Oh,
and luckily, Peter said to me, we've had everything back that people have been asking for nearly 6 months, some of them.
Oh, my gosh.
Been out of. So I actually brought the box with them all in.
How lucky is that,
to bring
John?
down so that you've got them to add on to the end of the shows as normal.
Oh, my God.
It's the only reason this show exists.
Yeah.
But literally I said, well, what we can do do is we can do a back in stock show for people who've missed it or people who haven't seen it before. And I know people have been waiting desperately for the stamp cleaning pad, for the press to impress to come back. And the brushes, crazy.
Oh my God, the brushes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they are fab. Hey, I tell you what though, happy hour. Limited stock. It's going to beat 10 past. We've had an email. Can you use them on fabric? They're a dye ink, so they're not going to set on fabric. But obviously, if you're using it and you're not going to be washing it, then they're going to be all right.
Yeah, they'll find they will stamp. I use them an awful lot, to be honest. I make. I wish I'd got one with me, but again, I wouldn't have thought to bring any samples for this show.
Yeah.
I stamp onto calico,
and
then I use a water brush and those to colour it in. It looks beautiful on fabric. I can't wash it, but I use it for book covers. I've got a few little book covers at home I've made with it, and you get a beautiful translucent look, and it's lovely again on silk or things, but again, it won't wash.
Yeah, because it's not going to be permanent there. OK, it is so busy. Phone lines are going a little bit mad. They're creaking, so they are. So if you can get on the website or shop on the app, that is the best way to go. The single figures happy hour is, or I should say the happy hour is now single figures, not the other way around. It is the next couple of people. I am so sorry. I know those of you waiting for that are going to be so annoyed, but it is first come, first served. Please, I'm not going to say please checking out your baskets because you might be hanging on the phones and going, we're trying. Get on the website. It's so annoying, isn't it? It's so annoying when someone says that and you're on the phone going, yeah, right, thanks, Leonie. Well helpful. Anyway, I'll move on. No, I'm going to move on so no one shouts at me. Technical sellout. Sorry, technical sellout. It was way before 10 past. Yeah, well done. And when you can check out, we know, Leonie. OK, so what we're going to do for you is, I'm not saying that anymore, we've got more deals now. And you were saying, John, people have been waiting for this. And it's one of those things. It's obviously stamping, this makes stamping easier. I think platforms are just such a genius idea, aren't they? But genuinely. This is a cracking bundle.
This is a really good bundle, because what we've done is we've put together... Well, what we'd say normally, this is everything. But obviously we have done the base plate for stenciling in this now, which we don't have on this show. But this is everything you need for stamping. And it covers everything off. And through the show, I will show you what all the different bits do. But the main things, you're going to get the stamp platform, which is... I'm going to say, arguably, it's the best. And, of course, I am. Everyone at home would expect me to say that.
Absolutely.
However, my favourite thing was you remember Sharon?
Yes.
Sharon did an independent, before she was with any company, video on YouTube and compared all the stamp platforms on the market.
Really?
She bought them all, so she wasn't sponsored by anyone.
Wow, that were an expensive
And ours came out the top.
Wow, well done.
And bizarrely, ours is the best priced.
Really? Well, yeah, when you look at that,
and I was
21.48,
kicking myself because this was the last one I bought. I bought it at a show. I bought the well-known branded one.
I know what you mean.
The day it came out for £45, it didn't work. Ooh. Not for me, because it was never designed for clear stamps. Because it was more about rubber stamps and foam mounted. And something I've said for years is, if you are a really good stamper, you know I used to ask Julia Watts to do my stamp shows when I used to design stamps. Even Julia laughs about that, because I wasn't the best stamper. But if you've got a clear stamp, you've got a large one, and you're going onto hard paper with a hard stamp on a hard surface, it doesn't connect. You know, when you're using your blocks for your big ones, you're moving it.
Or I'll put paper underneath.
You've got to have something soft. And this is the great thing. The Press to Impress has the foam in there, and it's not just funky foam. It's an actual proper foam mat that fits in and locks in because of this little key piece. So it locks in place, and that is perfect for stamping a large stamp like that on. But the other thing I love is, first of all, of course, that's A4 card.
And that's a game changer.
It's held without a magnet because of that little bit there.
Well, it's also, you can use A4 card. You have no idea how much that bugs me.
I have seen you with shows, I'll be honest,
folding it,
tearing and folding card to fit it into the stamp platform, really, because that's... And again, it's each to their own, but the fact that, let's face it, at home, you don't have card cut to size.
Yeah, no.
And the last thing you want to be doing before you start a stamping project is going, right, let's cut some card to size, shall we?
Yeah.
No, you grab it. So my white card is there at home.
Yeah.
Is it behind me in the tray there? I grab that, slap it in and go. But this is a big stamp, very, very detailed. Yeah. And the way I always say is, and this is strong enough, if you haven't got movement in your hands, grab a brayer to run over, or, and I get shot for doing this,
stand on it.
It takes it. I mean, I'm not going to say you should stand on it, and if you stand on it and break it, then it's not my responsibility.
And don't use don't have your stilettos on when you do it.
No, but you see, I've got every bit of detail.
Yeah, that's beautiful. And that is a super detailed stamp.
And I can go, if I'm not sure, like that butterfly in the middle wasn't quite as dark.
Yeah.
So go and push.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
If I want to put another layer on, put it on. Yeah. But to me, it's that. And if I've got a rubber stamp, I can, that's mounted, I take the foam out.
Yeah. And then
I'm not switching around.
Yeah.
And exactly the same, and then that will connect.
Yeah, perfect.
But the difference that I really like in this as well is these. Yeah. You've got measurements.
Perfect.
So you've actually got all the measurements in metric and in inches, if you're like me, and for some reason working...
Old school, thank you very much.
Old school, yeah. I wasn't. Inches didn't exist when I was at school. We were never taught about them.
Oh, no, I weren't.
But then I went straight into...
millimetres.
Yeah, same for me, but then I went straight into fabric and everything. Everyone still wanted it by the yard, and I had to realise...
Yes.
And I went up to my boss and went, what's a yard? No, I was 18.
So back into it, lad.
Now I'm a crafter. I use inches more than ever, centimetres. So you've got the measurements, so you know where things are and the size of things. You can place them right. But as we move on afterwards, I will show you why. Because in this bundle, you're going to get you get the 2 magnets that you normally use.
Yes.
You then get the 2 new Easy Lift magnets included as a separate pack.
Amazing.
So you don't have to cover them with tape anymore.
Amazing, that's genius.
And look, when they stick together, watch.
You can get them apart
You can get them apart with no strain.
That's so good. I have so many half magnets that are broke.
Because everyone thinks they're metal and they're not. They're plastic in the middle, so they will break.
Yeah.
So you get your platform. The other difference with this one, I feel like I'm like... You know, I just love it. I genuinely do.
Well, it's a good product.
But the thing is, if you watched earlier, that's what Lynette was using.
Yeah.
You know, when you see, and I'll say now, if you've got Charmaine uses them. Lynette uses them. Loads of other demoers use them. And every demonstrator that you see using one of these platforms has bought it. Because crafts who don't give stuff away, do they?
They don't.
They don't.
They don't. I can absolutely tell you that.
They do
not.
My machine. They do not give grabs. You bought your Kaleido. It doesn't happen.
Machine.
It doesn't happen. So if you see someone using it, they've bought it with their own money. But the other difference is, from a lot of the others, there's also another layer of foam on the bottom.
Right.
So what you've got is, first of all, non-slip. But also you've got, even with a rubber stamp, you've got that extra padding, which gives you that connection.
That squidginess.
And you've got extra squidginess in it. It's in nowhere is it hard. It's great. And of course, in this you get the inserts, but I'll show you later how to use those.
Amazing. So cracking bundle is this. Okay, so if you want this, you have, as Johnny explained, we've got the platform, we've got the positioners, which we'll talk about, the new magnets, we've even got the carry case, and the carry case is fabulous. It'll open flat, it's got your little pockets at the sides to fit everything in. This is super, super busy. Now, you're saving £10 on this at the moment. £42.95, 2 payments, £21.48. However, if you want to add more magnets in, I tell you what, I'm absolutely, it's one of them again, isn't it? When I have my dinner tonight, I'm going to be like, I'll be getting on crafts too. I need some of these. I will. Genius. I have loads of these because they're proper handy, and it's when you put them in a safe place and don't know where you've put them. That can't just happen to me. 679310 is your item number, and they are your Easy Lift magnets. What a cracking idea. You can pop it into this. Obviously, you've got your flexes. Spread that payment. 980504 is your item number. 2 payments, £21.48 is your item number. Now, next, and this is your stamp cleaning mat. Again, one of those products that's just handy and easy to use. It's only £9.99, and yeah, it is one of those. Look, that one's been used. It's one of those that's it's just handy, isn't it? Look at that, our John.
You
That's
can
impressive.
see this is mine, but this bizarrely is clean.
Wow.
I've not cleaned it, obviously. Sammy has.
Yeah.
I don't clean stamps.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm with you and Tim Holtz and Diana Wakely.
Yeah.
A clean stamp never gives you a good impression.
Yeah, yeah.
A stamp to me needs to be mucky.
Yeah.
To give you a good impression. However, I've just used pigment ink on that stamp, and that stamp is now pink.
Yeah.
If I come to stamp that ink will never dry on that stamp.
Yeah, absolutely.
Full stop, no matter what I do. So, and I'm hoping I have, yay. So I need to clean that pink off before I use it again.
Yeah.
It's the only time you'll ever see me cleaning stamps, because
Yeah, because otherwise, if you go on it re-ink, you're getting pink on your next
I will get
pad.
pink on the black if or the next colour. Literally, this has got thousands and thousands of microfibers in there.
Yeah, yeah.
And you wet one side with water. As I said, this doesn't look clean. I've used it with black and Kaleido.
Yeah, yeah.
And then the other side, you literally dry on.
Oh, what a good idea.
And that stamp is now clean and dry
and ready
with
to
no
go.
chemicals.
Yeah, yeah.
Nothing. It's perfect for doing colours. All water.
Yeah.
There's anything else. But the other thing is that I love is this. Look.
So take it, and that's how you wash it.
That's how you wash it. It's on foam. The other lid, it's stuck in.
Right, okay.
But watch.
Fabulous. Yeah,
that clicks off.
Yeah.
And this is clean, but it's not. But why would I want to buy a new one to look fresh? It's a tool.
Absolutely.
It's a tool to use. You saw the state of my press to impress. So if you...
I like that, John. I like that it's mucky, because if you came on with a clean one, it'd be like, well, you don't use it.
No, of course I don't, no.
And that's like, why would I trust you? You don't use it.
Yeah.
When it's mucky, it's like, yeah, use that, because that's what I'm meant to do.
That's what it's there for, yeah.
It's meant to be used.
It's like, why would I have a pristine one? It makes no sense. So if you are cleaning your stamps, it is perfect, because I say it's...
Amazing.
It's thousands, if not millions, of little tiny microfibers, that stick up, right? And you clean it round. Now, I know it basically gets into everything, and then that dries it off, and you get it clean. So even your most intricate ones. I've used it for cleaning other bits as well, to be honest. If I get something on my... I'm forever doing this.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And cleaning my blocks on it.
Yeah, that is a good idea.
Because it's about as close as I'll get to cleaning an ink block, to be honest.
Minging.
You know, but... So it works. It is... Yes, it's plastic.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm going to say this is eco-friendly because, yeah, it's been made. Yeah, it's been shipped over on a boat.
Yeah.
But you buy one.
Yeah.
You buy one and you clean it.
Yeah.
This is not, and it's a personal thing. Keep it going. Please don't use baby wipes to clean your stamps. Number one, it's a terrible thing for the planet. And I know it's a personal thing, but it is. Number two, even if they say they're pure water and they're perfect and they can be flushed, they're not.
And they take forever to disintegrate.
They do. And number three, no matter what they say, they've got some form of chemical on there. There is these are for wiping babies' bums. So they've got some form of cleaner in there, some form of moisturiser, something. And you are putting that onto your stamp and building up a coating on your stamp. Clean it with water, you know, one off. It's far safer. You imagine how many packets in your lifetime you'll go through. And I literally, when I watch someone getting a baby wipe clean the stamp, I cringe.
And then put it in the bin.
When I know, okay, this is plastic. This is a petrochemical thing.
But you're not binning it.
You're not binning it. Well, you can see. Look.
Yeah, that's
I'm not being. I know I'm like I'm on the soapbox, but look at the state of it.
That's brilliant.
That's how it should be.
That's used, that love. Whatever you do, though, don't put it in washing machine to wash it. You know, just be sensible.
Think of warm soapy water. That's it.
And just leave it to
I
dry.
allegedly believe that's what Sam tells me he does.
Sam's so
I'm not even going to lie and say I've cleaned one.
We all need a Sam. We all need a Sam. That is super busy. £9.99. I'm obviously so with our John with the baby wipes. 422161 is your item number. Now, these are flying. We knew they would. These are back in stock. I'm not going to lie, I just want to get them out and touch them. They feel beautiful. You've got your different sizes, of course. Oh, he's such a hero. Oh, the ace,
And I
John.
love these. I could just sit and I've actually sat thinking I've got to get something done.
Yeah.
Watching the telly in my craft cave
and just been like this. Do you not do that thing where you just start, has it got ink on it? Because I'll do that and then, because it's one of them, you just want to do that and then it's got ink on.
Yeah, no, I've never done that.
Charlotte in my head were hoping it did.
Scott just sits there and does his head with one whenever he does it. But
does again, yeah. Whereas I go straight to my nose. It's just so nice.
Oh, it is.
Nose.
Oh, it is. Oh, I like it. I've got a new habit, but it's not what they're for.
It's not what they're for. Don't do it when you put your ink on, especially not permanent. And I haven't seen the little case.
No.
Ooh.
The case, we kind of... This is actually called... If you get it, you'll find the little label will tell you it's a pen storage case.
Oh, well, yes.
And when I spotted this in the warehouse, I went, I'm not storing pens in that.
I love his warehouse.
Oh.
Honestly, it's like Aladdin's cave. The stuff you come out with from that warehouse, it literally, it feels like you go in there and it's never ending.
On Thursday, I showed a sample when I was down there of some, they might still be on as an end of call, with some beautiful little bells. Said to Pete, shame we haven't got any. He's going, oh, we have.
And he knows.
Here you go. Well, can we put them on the show? Well, can you get them on for Sunday? I went, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Of course I can. How many you got? Oh, a couple of thousand. Or it wasn't that many, but you know what I mean? It's like, yeah. So we find all sorts. But
and he knows that's just...
And I found this, and he knows where everything is.
Amazing.
And I've seen so many people struggle with brush storage, and keeping things. And these have been in here now for over a year.
Oh, wow, OK.
And these are washed and put back in. You can see, because look at the state of them.
Yeah.
What I love is, I've got more in my case, because I bought extras than just the 5, but you fold it over and you roll it round, and it takes no room.
Oh, that's such a good idea.
And that's done and secure. You know where they are. You're not buying loads of extras. And when I come to use them, it's just a case of unrolling it and then not getting crushed. Because I've seen these fancy plastic stands at £20, £30. I mean, I haven't got room on my desk anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
just keep it nicely rolled up, and when I want to use them, it comes out from the drawer that's here. Because that's where the drawer is that has these in at home. And I use them, and they're just so wonderful to use.
Such a cracking idea. I mean, oh, they just feel... You will see so many people using these. I've got a couple. I need to get more of these because they're ace. Now, this is a ridiculously good price. Sorry, I'm using this as a pointy tool. Also good for that as well. And it's one of them, innit? You know, when you've been baking, you see a little hand coming in. It's like, no, don't do that, obviously. £14 a night of baking. Who am I? £14 a night, £7. You've got 5 brushes and 1 case here. That is 792,366. This is super busy. I mean, like John said, these are things that are back in stock. We don't limit it to 1 per person. If you want to multi-buy, you absolutely can do. I would definitely suggest you do, because they are lovely. And, oh, my gosh, they're brilliant for blending. 792,366 is your item number.
Was something I did.
Yes.
Yeah. Was I actually bought 2 sets.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not encouraging anyone to do that. But the other spare case, so I put them all in 1 case. The other case holds all my water brushes.
Oh, yeah, genius. Yeah, of course. Of course, because
I
it's a
lose
pen holder.
them all the time.
Me too.
Because I've got wash brushes and normal water brushes in 3 sizes of each and sprays. But again, now...
All neat and tidy.
All neat and tidy.
Neat and tidy, tidy and neat.
No, I love storage. I'm no good when I've got going, but, you know.
Yeah,
this is only tidy because Sam actually cleared it all down and stripped the whole set for me.
Oh, he's such a good
and then put all of this out for me.
Oh.
Otherwise, I'd still be doing it now.
Yeah, crying.
Yeah.
And just
in a corner.
And just holding your brush.
No, I'd be sat in a corner like that, rocking, rubbing a brush on my nose. It's my new habit now.
It's a good one. I'm glad I shared. However, if you do end up with a funny colour, not my fault. Not my fault, my friend. Next, we have got for you the wonderful Daubers. I'm keeping the brush in my hand. I will give it him back, I promise. These you're getting 40. I nearly said 14, my maths. 40 Daubers. Now, this is a cracker. £19.99. Obviously, you've got your little sponge on the end. And if I just spin it, you can see there, you're going to be able to... I like these because they're easy to hold, easy to blend with, easy to store, so you can actually see them. I mean, if you're anything like me, I've got all my sponges all dumped in one. Well, you probably won't be like me, but I've got them all dumped together. Whereas actually that, you can see the colours. Thank you, John. And they're just really, really handy, aren't they?
Every job, every tool has a different job, and it has to earn a place. Daubers I use all the time, first of all for putting on things like Mica Magic onto raised surfaces, and I've used it a lot because I've bought quite a few of the Surrey molds recently. You've sold me so much stuff. Between you and Catherine and Paola recently, honestly. It's great for doing that. It's great for adding ink, but if you've got a die cut or a flower, and this is where I would normally use it. If I want to tip the edge of the flower, if I use a brush, I completely coat it.
Yes.
And I can't get a brush to do me the centre of it. But what I do is I use a finger dauber in the air. Thank you. Yeah. So let's say, for example, so I've got, because of course I haven't got a flower die now because everything's. So we'll do.
That went then.
Yeah, everything's been packed. It's literally winged its way as we started, wasn't it? It was going past in the car.
Yeah, it was literally.
But if I want, say, this is a leaf die. Yeah, I cut. If I want it gently touched with colour. I do it in the air and flick it round. Okay. I can't do that with a brush. Because it literally, it just doesn't. So it gives me so much more control. And I'm not good, you know, with the blending sticks. I know I've seen you can do it amazingly.
I've practiced.
But if you give me one of those, I can't even get my hand in the right place.
It does take practice, and that's
it really
the thing.
does. Whereas this is stick it on your finger. It doesn't even fit on mine because I got fat sausage fingers. And it goes, look, and it goes not even halfway up. But if you struggle with that, you can hold it between finger and thumb. But you've got hold that like a pencil. And if I want to colour that.
Dead easy.
That to me is so much easier.
Tell you what.
And I can be directional.
The colour, you've got a lot of ink on those sponges.
This is the Icing Pigment Ink. And I probably haven't opened this for 6 weeks.
Wow.
But again, but you can do that. And this is, every job, every tool has its job. And again, I find that with that, I'm holding it like a pencil, so I'm far more...
That's lush.
I can control that. Whereas if you gave me the ones you use... I would have a circular blob and a streak. You know what I mean? So they're so much easier.
And that's it. I mean, and let's face it, look at your storage. You know, you're 40 in there. That could be 40 different colours. It's going to be 40 different colours, and you can see them. It's really easy to find. It's a really good deal, is that? Only £19.99. 826142 is your item number. Now, please have a look on the website. There's so many goodies on the website. Remember, this is a really good show. It's a stocking up show. It's a back in stock show. It's one of those shows where things you might have been waiting for months, we have now got. And there's some deals. I mean, the brushes are flying. So please make sure you get hold of them. They are so busy. The little vacuums, this is when I pressed the button and I didn't know what it were. You've got, and I haven't seen these. You've also got, no, I haven't.
Paola has a pink one.
Does she?
I have a blue one. I have a pink one at home as well.
Very good.
But Paola has the pink one. But they're great for... they're brilliant for cleaning your plates of your die cutting machines.
That's a good idea.
Apart from picking up all the bits, because they've got the brushes on them, the brushes get all the little fibres out of your die plates. So you basically give it a really good... You give your plates a really good vacuum because of the brushes.
So you're scrubbing it and vacuuming it at the same time.
You're vacuuming it and you're getting all of that. You see all those in there?
Oh, yeah?
That's all the little bits. But once it's been going for a while, if you get this brand new... and it only takes 2 normal remote control batteries, so you do what I do when the first prototype arrived, run in the living room, take the batteries out of the Sky remote, because you know they're in there, and put them in here. And let whoever's next on the telly sort it, you know. It's not going to pick up things like glitter and stuff, because it's too fine. But... Once you've used it for a week or so, you start to block the filters a little bit, and it'll pick up all your glitter, because you see all that, that's all iridescent, superfine glitter in there I've picked up.
Yes,
but
it is.
Brilliant. I thought you would have been perfect for a desk hoover.
How fun. I didn't even know desk hoovers was a thing. How funny is that? How fabulous. £9.99 is your price there if you want to get hold of that. And again, you've got your choice of colour, I presume. That is your blue one, £9.99. That's 197021. Or your pink one, which is at the bottom there, 755659, your item number.
And the
I
original
expected it to move as well for some reason.
It's not a robot. But the original idea was the blue was going to have the John Next Door on it.
Yeah.
And the pink was going to have Crafts 2 on it.
Oh.
And when we started having them manufactured, there was going to be a cost to change it, the name, from one to the other. And that meant they would be more expensive. So you know how both Peter and Jane are all exactly the same. We're going to stop that for Game of Soldiers.
Yeah, we're not doing that,
Stick
my
John
friend.
Next Door on both of them.
Yeah.
Because we're not going to make it £1 more expensive for the customers just so we can have a different name on it.
Yeah, because that'd be ridiculous.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. Fabulous. If you do want them, only £9.99. Perfect. 197021 or 755659. I just want to keep pressing buttons. I'm going to put them there so I can't harass them. What are we doing now, John?
Right, OK, so I've gone through the basics of the stamp platform, but I wanted to explain really what these are.
Yes.
So you get a pack of 50 paper inserts.
OK.
Now, these have got another use as well.
OK.
You'll have to go and check out on my YouTube and on my Facebook. But I use these for nesting dies to get frames straight.
Oh, really?
Because all of our nesting dies are mathematically correct, so it lines up exactly to it.
Yeah, perfect.
Because I've never been able to do that. But the main idea of them is, first of all, when you're overstamping, I know Julia uses these a lot.
Yeah.
Last time she was in, I nipped over and gave her another sort of 10 off my pad.
Yeah.
So, first of all, when you're overstamping, you've got something underneath and you get a pack of 50. So you're not marking your foam, because a number of times I've marked my foam, put something into stamp.
Yes.
Exact size, taken it out and the back's covered in black, so it's like that. But what you've got is, if you notice, we've got the grid lines.
Of course.
So let's say, so you've got, and the grid lines are on the paper as well.
Right, OK.
So, and these are all correct mathematically.
Look.
So you can line up your stamps or line up your designs, or let's say, for example, you find a design that you like, or you're doing some wedding invitations.
Yes,
or
you
something,
need it to all be exactly
the same. You stamp what you want on there, you then run that through your laminator, and there is your pattern or your template for how to do it. But I'm going to take a piece of card, and I'm going to do what I'm saying you don't have to do, but you don't. But this is useful. So let's say I'm going to cut a square, and I'll do it in metric for you.
We have got the guillotine on the show, if you do want your guillotine. I like it, actually, because we've got the guillotine and we've got the paper trimmers. So it depends what you are, if you're a guillotine girl or a paper trimmer pal. Then you have got that choice.
I'm a guillotine girl, I'm sorry.
I'm a paper
you're
trimmer
a paper trimmer pal, I know that one.
I am indeed, I love my paper trimmer. But you've got that choice, so do have a little look on there. If you are indeed a guillotine girl, then it's £19.99, 773200. If you like me, paper trimmer pals, now, we've got the large, we've got the, and a little one. £21.98, that's all you're paying for those, saving £3, which is a cracking deal. 073224, and we've got one more option. We've got the baby, and the baby is a proper little one, and that has got your little craft knife in there as well. £9.99 is your price. Handy that. 320. Oh, look at it.
And the baby one, because I know you've got the big one, but you don't have a baby.
One. I ain't got no baby one.
The baby one takes the same blades as the big one.
Oh, that's handy.
And the blades are always on an end of call on the craft store.
Amazing.
Even though may have been out of stock of the trimmers at some point, we have kept the blades on the end of call.
That's a very good idea.
On all our shows.
Yeah.
Because the biggest thing about a paper trimmer, how many times have we discussed this?
Drives me nuts.
You can get the trimmer and then your blade goes and you can't get that blade anymore. It's a universal blade we use for this that fits both of them.
Yeah,
and it's a pack of 2.
Yeah.
are always on the end of cord.
That's really good, because it drives me nuts when you can't get a blade. That's another thing I need to get sorted as well. If you do want your blades, I'll be shopping after. Please make sure you get your blades, but if you do want your trimmers, you've got all those choices, trimmers or, of course, the guillotine. Check all of those out on the website. Go back to playing with my brush. Our John.
Right, so let's say I've cut that square 15 by 15.
Okay.
And I want whatever stamp I'm using exactly in the middle.
Right.
So how would you do it?
Oh, I wouldn't.
No.
I guess,
No,
John.
I wouldn't. You would guess.
John, I would absolutely
guess. But there are
guess
people who
and
want
then
it
cut a bit off.
Yeah. And
That's
trim
what
it
I'd
down
do.
your paper trimmer, and this 15 centimetres square, if you're anything like me, would end up being 7 centimetres with it slightly off still.
Absolutely.
What you do is use the base. So what is half of 15?
7.5.
There you go.
So please, you asked me a number that were easy.
7.5. So there is the 7.5 line.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just using a pen so you can see it.
Okay.
And there is the 7.5 line. So there is the centre.
Yes.
Okay. So if I want to put this flower bang in the centre,
yeah. Now I see what you're going to do.
I get it on the I get it on the centre of those.
Yeah, of course you
Pick
do.
it up, take my thing, magnet down, make sure it's pushed in the corner, ink, stamp.
Boom. Bang on in centre.
If
I didn't even think of that.
But let's say I wanted to do a repeating pattern.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a nightmare
That's a
if you want it even.
Yeah.
So we go, right, that was 7.5. So let's just have a look, because I'll make a template of this, shall I? So that's there. So the next one then needs to be on this line, but I want it even, don't I? So what's half of 7.5? Well, it's 3 and 3/4, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, well, I'm going to bring it in a bit.
And this is why mine.
So I'm going to go on the 3.5 line. Yeah. Okay. 3.5 line.
Super.
Yeah. So that would be, that's the half. 1, 2, 3. So I can make a little grid and go, right, so I want 1 in the middle there, don't I?
Yeah. I like this. I like doing the grid as well, because as soon as you've done your pattern, it means that, you're using that again and again and again. That's such a good idea.
So all I'm doing is rotating the stamp a little bit each time in the middle of each of those little grid lines.
Yeah.
Pick it up.
What a good idea.
Move it on. So if you do like to be precise, it's there for you.
And it's lovely for pattern building, like you say. It's a cracking idea.
Because then it goes there.
Yeah.
Pick it up.
And I like it, because when you pick it up, that's you actually creating your pattern.
Yeah.
Because you don't need it stamped really heavy. You only need that cleaning the stamp off. You can see where it's going.
So the next one would be there. Let's just pick that up. So I won't do, the whole thing. You see how quick you can genuinely be.
Yeah.
And of course, you've got that grid then that you've just made.
Yeah.
But they're
you'll use that
all
again and again.
even.
Yeah,
and
that's
it would be
really
the
good.
same down there.
Yeah.
So
that is such a genius idea, because mine would not be even at all. It's good when you're stamping out alphabets, when you're stamping out words, when you're stamping out letters.
When you're doing sentiments, what you do is you put them on that line.
Yeah.
So if I want to make sure that I get the sentiment straight on there, what I would tend to do is, and I have to grab one very
if you've got
quickly.
the, because there's loads of alphabet stamps where you've got all the single, and that is cracking for that.
Let's say I want that there.
Yeah.
Okay, so it looks kind of straight.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm going to pick that up, I'm going to take my card away, and let's look how straight it actually is. It's not.
Yeah.
So I know where I want it about there. So I pick a straight line and get one of the words there against that straight line.
Yeah.
Pick
so
that up.
Actually see it properly.
So you can actually get it in exactly the right place. But there is another thing with the other piece in here.
Yeah.
I could carry on this show for like 2 hours, to be honest.
Isn't it mad? And it's only your little extras, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just...
It's the bits we forget that we need. But look, that is straight.
Yeah, that's perfect.
I never get sentiments
straight. The amount of times it's like, I'll be right.
Yeah,
and then you chop your card down.
And I'm trimming constantly in my guillotine, because I'm a guillotine girl.
Guillotine
so that's your paper. You could keep that as it is.
Yeah.
You can laminate it if you want to, but I know now if I want to repeat that card, all I have to do is put my stamp back on that impression where it is, and I can keep going.
And to be fair, once you've actually drawn your grid, it doesn't need to be that specific stamp. You know, let's face it, if you didn't have that stamp on, it could be any stamp you're picking up because you know your grid. It's the grid that
well,
you're
you could
keeping.
go, I want a little stamp every centimetre.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just doing this so you can see it, but there, that's... If you put it in that centimetre square each time, you can build up your borders and things, you know, the things that we all struggle to do.
Yeah, you could,
unless
for
you're an
pattern
expert.
building, it's a cracker, that? It's really good. And it's when you've got your head round it. Like, at first it's like, but when you've got your head around it, it's like, oh, yeah, that's easy.
Yeah.
And then it's, oh, I can do this and I can do this.
It's so simple.
And it's funny, isn't it? It's a piece of paper.
Yeah.
It's a gridded piece of paper, but it is one of those that's a game changer.
It is, and because it's also sized
perfect.
to fit,
Yeah.
it's exactly the same size, so it clicks in.
Yeah, so there's no faff.
Graph paper's not going to do that.
No.
It's not going to match the measurements everywhere. It's not going to fit into your press and click in at the bottom like that. But the other one, of course, you get 50 of those.
Amazing. And we can stock up on them when we run out, can't we?
Yeah, we've always got them. We're always doing them.
Amazing.
And
but 50 will last you a little while.
Oh, well, I think I'm only on my second pack.
Really?
But the acetate ones come in a 10, and you get these as well. Now, this is... Now, I'm using... This is one of my... this is a Dolly Dimples stamp. From the lovely... Oh, no, sorry. This is a Clever Prince from the lovely Charmaine. And Emma. And basically, she said... She basically sold me this set because she said you can make a dragonfly from the pieces.
Yeah. When I saw that, actually, I did think dragonfly.
Yeah.
Oh, I was going dragonfly.
Okay.
But, yeah, it could be butterfly.
So there's the body.
Or a chrysalis. Is that what they're called?
Yeah, chrysalis,
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing that is.
But I need to put the wing on.
Yeah.
Okay, and again, my stamp won't be clean at first. So at first it's not a problem.
Yes.
So I can put that stamp there, right?
Oh, I see.
No problem.
Yeah.
And I can pick that up.
Yeah.
Okay, and ink it. Once I've done that, I can't position that stamp again.
No, you can't.
And I'm sorry, life's too short for cleaning it.
Yeah.
It really, really is.
You're 100% right.
So in comes my acetate.
That is such a good idea.
So now I can mess about.
Yeah, and you can position it properly, you can decide, and you're not worried about the ink.
And I can make sure that I can even get it on a line. Look, that wing is on that dotted line there. So if I just move that one out, that means they're exactly even now.
That's so good.
Pick that up, flick that off. It's the other reason why I have extra magnets, apart from losing everything. But then just ink it. But again, look, no inky marks.
No, and that is something I do a lot. Perfect.
But I want to now mirror it, so I want to do the other side. But thankfully, this stamp set has the same. But again, because of the grid line, if we look, I can make sure that, so I'm on just about touching that line. So my point needs to be just about touching that line, and it's going just over that one.
Perfect.
Up to a dotted, So that's exactly right. And I know we can get away with it being roughly, but if you like things even, you like things even.
And a lot of people do. A lot of people don't.
It annoys me if things are just that little bit off. It's all right if it's like the finger stamps and in building something or pattern building. I adore that, but
when it's a proper image and you want it spot on.
So again, we just move that on.
And obviously, when you put your acetate on, remember to put it on the right side, not the side that you've gone and got the black ink on.
Well, you can't, because it's cut to size.
Oh, so
you can't put it in wrong.
So you can't put it in upside down? Because that's what I would do, John.
Because it's cut to the exact size. You can't, because it won't fit, will it? You'll see straight away.
Amazing.
That's why we're not using a piece of acetate. You could do this with a piece of acetate, but in a way, why would you? When you've got 10 of these, and you've included, and you get the grid lines. So the grid lines make all the difference, because that one is now even against that one. Okay.
That is such a good idea.
And I'm just going to. And because the card's fixed, it doesn't matter when I start moving thing. As long as you go always to the top, in the corner, doesn't matter. So I put that on. And look, no blobs.
Yay!
John's done with no blobs.
It's even,
So
it lines up.
I'm going to add a couple more bits if you want to play.
Oh, you have a little play. Genius, isn't it? It's one of those, and it is very, very busy. It's one of those that it's your tool. So you're going to use this again and again and again and again, so it has to be super functional, which it is. Lightweight, which is really important. It doesn't take up much space. I love the fact that with it, you've got the grids on the outside. They have been scored into that plastic. They're not going to wipe off. I really, really, really love the fact that you can put an A4 piece of card in there. For me, that is an absolute game changer. You've got your 2 magnets, but remember, you are getting 2 of the brand new magnets. You've got the foam in there to help get that crisp, even stamping. And it's also got, it's not just the platform you're getting. As I say, you're getting the brand new Easy Lift magnets. You're getting the fantastic gridded paper, and that is going to allow you to do so many techniques. And then, of course, you've got your acetates as well. And then you've actually got the case. And the case, it's going to keep it safe. It's going to keep it tidy. When you're not using it, obviously, pop it in the case so you know where you've put it. Don't do what I do and can't find my... but, yeah, easy. If you go into a workshop or whatever, fabulous. But it's brilliant for storing everything. Now, if you've actually created loads of templates, you don't want to lose them. This, if you've created those templates, this is where you're going to keep them, because then at least you know where you've kept them. You know they're safe, you know they're protected, because otherwise you'll have spent all that time planning it all out. Can you imagine the kind of pattern building you can create with this? But you don't want to then lose them. That would be proper annoying. OK, if you do want this, it is a fantastic deal. Saving £10. That's a good saving. 2 payments, £21.48, 980 504. If you do want extra of those magnets, genius idea. Easy Lift, such a good idea. You are getting 6 of those for £9.99. Definitely get hold of those. 679310 is your item number. Now, the cleaning mat. This has been really busy as well. I love seeing John's cleaning mat because it's mucky, and that's what it should be, because obviously this is there for you to use. I like the fact that it's a decent size as well, so it's going to cover your big stamps. And yeah, spritz water, give it a scrub, have a dry one, and that's going to allow you to actually clean the stamp and dry the stamp. I like the fact that that lid will come off, so it does allow for cleaning. This is such a good idea, and it's one of those that's just so versatile. And again, it isn't taking up much space.
Well, I fit mine is inside my case.
In
it
the
fits in the case, along with the platform, along with some stamps, along with 2 sets of each of the templates, and with the metal insert bar for it, and there's still room. Wow. So that case will fit all of that. You can get everything together. Yeah, that's good. And it's the safest place then. When I'm stamping, it's that drawer. It's pull out the case, open it, and everything's in there. And as long as I remember to put it back, it's done.
Yeah, that's the one. It so makes sense to keep it with the platform, obviously. £9.99, 422-161. And then the brushes. I haven't put this down yet, I don't think. These are so nice. So you've got your brushes. These are super, super busy. You've got your different sizes for different jobs. And then, of course, you have got your storage as well. It's such a good idea using your pen storage. It makes sense. Saving £4 there, £14.97. Of course, we don't limit it to 1 per person. You have on the website got other choices, so you can buy different bundles. The choice is yours. But if you do want this one for saving £4 and making the most out of that storage case, that is 792366. Remember, the storage case will fit more brushes than just these, however, so you can really fill it up. That is 792366. Check the website out. We've got loads more goodies for you, some cracking prices. But we are going back to our John.
Right.
Next.
So I was talking about the right tool for the right job.
Yes, indeed.
And I've been very lucky. I've been using some Dolly Dimple stamps because, of course, this show wasn't planned. So I didn't didn't bring my big case of all my stamps with me.
Yeah, all you got.
And I thought, I'm going to have to go and see if I can borrow some of the art inspirations off Leonie, but my order actually came in for these are mine.
Oh, wow.
My order was actually here.
Oh, my gosh, that's well exciting.
So it was really lucky. And then Lynette basically has lent me, but you're not getting them back, Lynette, 2 of her stencils from the last show to do this. But I want to show the right tool for the right job.
Yeah.
So I showed you before using a finger dauber.
Yes.
And how it's good for shading, colouring, for the background, for edging.
Yeah.
It's not great for stencils.
Right,
so
okay.
I don't want to pretend.
Yeah.
So I thought I'd take a new one and show you.
Yeah.
So if you... Can you hear it scratching?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
And what it starts to do is, I don't see it, but I'll show you. I'm probably not
Yeah.
got one. Oh, there we go.
It'll make the foam. Yeah, yeah.
It's one gone through a stencil.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't want, you know...
Especially your metal stencils.
Oh, yeah, that's probably...
They just eat them, don't they?
Yeah, they do. So that is the perfect job. I would not be without these.
Yes.
But the blending brushes, well, it's their job.
Yes.
And this is their job.
Yeah, yeah.
So, I mean, I'll take it from this one, but well, what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you one done. So you see here, it's worked.
It looks lovely, but yeah, eventually your sponges you're gonna deteriorate
wreck
them.
your product.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't want to. So this time, using the blending brushes, because of all the thousands of bristles and smooth, if you listen to this,
nothing there.
but look how I can fade that.
It's so smooth.
It's just, and I can go and take another one. So I'm going to go to blue.
Are you using your pigment here,
colour off,
by
I'm
the
using
way?
my pigment ink, yeah.
Right.
So just, and it's so easy to take it off.
Yeah. Just
So-
lifting it off easy. And I mean, it's that blend as well. It's ridiculously easy, isn't it?
Anyone, you know me, I'm a lazy crafter. Anyone in the world can do this. But
And I love that because blending is one of those that, for a long time, it has been a little bit of an
it's an
annoyance.
expert's job.
Yeah, it can be difficult blending, and I do think the brushes have been a game changer.
One of the things we've done, if you notice, I hold mine here a lot.
Yeah.
You know, we haven't reinvented the wheel.
Yeah.
I'm not going to stand here and go, and we developed these with, you know, these were nicked from the makeup industry.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know,
they
that's
were.
where we got them from.
Yeah,
what did we do?
absolutely.
We had them change the plastic slightly.
Yeah.
So you notice. We chose our own colour and our own plastic, so we got them nice and flexible.
Right, OK.
But that bit's no different.
Yeah,
It's just not as rigid there.
Yes.
You know, and we've brought them in for the best price that we possibly can.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've never understood. Don't pretend you've reinvented
know,
the wheel.
I know.
The wheel exists.
It existed. It was just in a different
It was in a
industry.
different format. If I can find something that's in a different industry that will work for us and make life for crafters easier, I'll do it.
Let's have it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. And if we can't do it at a decent price, we don't do it.
Yeah.
It's the... I mean, again, you've known Crafts 2 for so many years. You know that's their ethos.
All right.
You know, you know Peter of old. You know, if it's not going to be good price for people, we're not doing it. What's the point? But how easy is that? I'm not an expert at blending, but there you go.
I mean, it's perfect, quite frankly, isn't it? And that's a lovely thing. The other thing as well, I mean, you can pick up a fair bit of ink. You're not forcing it under the stencil.
No, you probably can't see this, but can you see the glisten?
Yes.
Of all the excess ink I've picked up, but it's not making it go under like it would do normally.
Yeah.
And the one I did earlier, I'll just grab a scrap piece of paper. This is, I don't know why I didn't use my guillotine, because that's what I use at home. This is one I did earlier on one of the earlier shows, just with Paola, and I wanted to show that I am in awe of when I watch your shows and Paola's shows, of your ability to pick up a couple of brushes, all those... You know, the silly things.
My sponges, yeah.
That I can't.
Hey, I tell you, I still
I'm sorry,
use my
I really
old
can't.
sponges.
I know.
I'm so old school.
I just can't get on with it. And they make these wonderful inky backgrounds, and I don't have that skill level. I can't, but we should be able to do it, and we can, because look, literally, with a brush, when I go straight down, can you see? I don't get that circle print. You know the one I mean?
Yes, I know.
And if you don't know what you're
exactly
doing. And these are, you know, so all I'm doing is making a mess, OK?
Oh, but look at the colour.
Yeah, it's just beautiful. And then I'm using the Icing, and because they're not felt, they're foam.
Oh, yeah.
They don't contaminate.
Oh, yeah.
So I've gone blue. I've gone pink on blue, and look, that's still blue.
That's amazing.
And even if I get pink on top, it won't soak in. But literally.
Ooh, look at that. That looks
And
so
these are
delicious.
3 colours. I asked Paola to choose me 3 colours that didn't match.
Right, okay.
That were random.
Yep.
Because I said, because that'll give me the best effect.
Yeah, they look so cool together. But they shouldn't.
This shouldn't work.
No, that shouldn't work.
Because they're not tonally right or anything.
But it's the way the colours blend as well, which looks phenomenal.
But there you've got a stormy sky.
Yeah, that
When I hold that one up, you can do, anyone can do that. I mean, I can actually see now in that a nebula.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, completely. And what I'm going to do is...
I love that.
You know, but you know, I mean, Leonie knows, and the people at home know, you're watching, you know I'm no expert in inking and, you know, I'm no inky finger zone like Julia and stuff. It still scares me, but I can do that without getting loads on my hands. And again, let's just grab some.
And it does look super cool.
And I'm just going to now take a little bit of
because
white.
you've used pigment, of course.
Because I've used pigment ink, I can put a little bit of white embossing powder on this. Earlier I was using glitter embossing powder, but I've run out.
Have you run out? Yeah. Oh my gosh, I've never run out of an embossing powder. Well done, you.
Hey, me, I've run out of sprays. I've got to the bottom of a bottle of spray.
Wow,
I literally. Hey, now where are we?
We've got some embossing powders on the show as well, so please check those out.
There you go.
Woo, absolutely.
Oh, I've had nearly every penny out of that, haven't I?
Well done. Boom, nearly empty.
So I've got this on the heat-resistant mat, which we've got on the show.
Yes, I've got that on the show as well.
We've also got the clips and the anti-static bag.
We've got a minute and a half left.
So I would normally hold it up with the clip. And I don't know, where have I put mine? Honestly, I'm an idiot. I got it out to use, didn't I? But if you watch here, look, because I'm using pigment ink, this should all be running away.
Yeah.
But it's not, because I've got the heat mat, I'm not worried. I love this when it turns. But all I've used is some pigment ink that we've had on as happy hours through these shows.
Beautiful.
A little bit of white embossing powder.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with white embossing powder.
But to me, when this is done, this will look like a... I'm hoping it might have a look of a Leonie or a Paola background. Because I don't have that skill level, but I've got the right tools will work for us.
Gonna look 45 seconds.
I'm always going to be, I might be a guillotine girl, but I'll also be a tool head.
Tool head.
So you can see there now I've created
a
nebula, a night sky.
Oh, that's fabulous, isn't it? How gorgeous. And you can just imagine like a die cut or something over the top of that.
It just wants the winter trees from the forest frame winter trees from the
that would look
that sold out, sorry.
Fantastic, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Howard John. You need to check your baskets out, everyone. When you're back, love?
6th of December. 6th of October, sorry.
I was going to say, whoa, what? Right, OK.
I'm here for my birthday.
Oh, fabulous. Is it your birthday on 6th
Day
of
after,
October?
7th,
Oh, fabulous cake. Thank you, our lovely John. That were marvellous. Check your baskets out, everyone.